Today's episode is brought to you by Calm. Calm is out there trying to chill you out, relax away your worries, and just get you feeling good, baby. I don't think they want me to say feeling good, baby. I don't think they'd like that, but it's what happened. Also, today we're brought to you by Quip. Quip is out there trying to get your teeth looking nice, baby. I should cut that out. Let's jump into this podcast. Hello, everybody. It's time for Ghost and Crendor.
Ghost and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. In 4-hour recording studio. Recording.
Wake your ass up! It's the Crendor in the morning!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to an exciting episode of Cox and Crendor. I'm keeping it a little quiet because I'm in a hotel room in the morning.
That's a weird one.
Well, I'm in a hotel room, and it is currently 1:28 a.m.
Ooh, now you're working on Crendor time.
Yeah, so you know, I don't want it to be too crazy.
Why don't you tell the people, why are you there?
It's my parents' anniversary, and so I'm overseas with them in the UK to show them around a little bit. As part of, like, their gift. I'm their tour guide. How fun. Some days it's great, and some days I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Jesse, what is this thing? Tell me or I'll be mad.
Sometimes that's pretty much what it is. Yes. It's like, oh my God, I don't know.
I thought you've been here before.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes they ask me questions like I am a astute scholar of London history. I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you. But then I'll lead them around the city in a way that they think I know everything. Because I know how to get around. Yeah. That's not a problem. But then they'll just assume I know everything else. Like today my parents got lost, so we went and got amazing Indian food. Oh my God, you would have loved it.
I probably would have.
Hold on, where is my phone? What I do? I think I left it in the bathroom. Anyway, I took a photo of them. It wasn't your normal Indian place. It was an Indian chop house. And every Sunday they, instead of getting like little dishes, they serve you one giant ass platter for the whole table. Ooh. It has like meats and breads and veggies galore. You know how it be. You got all the lentils and the chickpeas and all the stuff. And everything was delicious. It was so good. This family went to town on that food. It was very good. Needless to say, afterwards, we were walking around, and my parents wanted to go see the Chinatown area. And I was like, yeah, all right, sure, I'll show you where that's at. So I walked them over there. And then while we were walking around, I was like, oh no. I was like, I need to go back to the hotel room. So I went back to the hotel room, and my parents were like, well, we're going to keep walking, because my mom, I think, wanted to find ice cream, which is hilarious. Right. And so, they walked around. Maybe 20 minutes later, I get a message from them, and it's like, Jesse, we're lost. I was like, oh no, guys, come on, you can't be lost. And they were lost, so I didn't know what to do, and I kept trying to send them messages, and my mom was like, we're on a different road now. We're on Water Street. Nope, not Water Street. Wardour Streat. And I was like, are these autocorrects? What? I was like, what are these? And so I'm not quite sure how they got home, but they got back to the hotel fine. And because I thankfully have a lot of friends who live in the area, and so I've met up with some people who were around, and I've been to a pub that's kind of like a hobbity pub. Mm-hmm. Today they had before this podcast I did have quite a bit to drink.
Nice. I'm drinking right now to forget about the Packer game I watched.
I saw. I was like, I wonder what the score is, and I was like, oh no,
yeah, it was bad.
Continue. But it's like a pub that's 6 stories, but down. So it's like a hobbit hole, and so inside of it is a tree. And so, like, the tree is, like, all six, is like, goes from the bottom all the way to the top to when you first walk in.
So it's, like, in the middle of the room, like the tree?
Yeah, kind of. It looks kind of like the White Tree of Gondor.
That's pretty neat.
And then, so there's like multiple bars, and every time you think you've reached the bottom or you found a little corner, there's like another corner of the bar. Wild. It's so neat. It definitely feels a little touristy because it's right on kind of that tourist area. And I feel like at one point it was an Irish pub, but then they were like, let's Hobbit theme this for the kids. And doesn't matter. I actually loved it. I thought it was so neat. And yeah, and then because it was Sunday, they had like an Irish band. And they were like, ding, 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 ding. And I was like, yeah, it was lovely. It was super fun. But most of the time it's been me showing them around and my parents being like, okay, I mean, that was all right. Like, my dad has not found anything he loved until Indian today. He's hated everything he's eaten. But he's trying to be like, bless his sweet soul, he's trying to be not spontaneous, but like adventurous in the foods he eats. And so he's straight up getting like, he got a fish pie the other day. I was like, Dad, are you going to like that? And he's like, yeah, sure. And then he started eating it. And he was like, I hate this. I was like, cool.
What else did he eat?
He ate like a British breakfast, like a big breakfast thing. Hated that. An English breakfast. He hated it.
I love the English breakfast.
He was like, oh, God, the scrambled eggs are gross. Beans for breakfast, that's awful. And he like didn't touch half the meats on the. He was like, oh, I don't like this. So he didn't like that at all. And then, oh my God. So my dad is very stubborn. This is just a fact. So we go to Borough Market, which is the place I think I've taken you before. And walking around, there's all these stalls and all these different places to eat. And my dad sees a meat pie stall, and he like wants to try a meat pie. And so he walks up to the meat pie vendors, and he's like, yeah, can I get one of the moo and blue, which I assume it was beef and blue cheese. I have no idea what was truly in it. But it's like a moo and blue, and they said to him clearly, it's not hot. We don't have any hot ones right now. And he responded, well, can you heat it up? And they said no. And he was like, okay. And he went to go get his wallet. And I was like, what? No, he doesn't want it. I like looked at him like, he doesn't want it. And I'm like, come on, Dad, let's go. And he like stands there. I walk away. I turn around. He's still there buying it. He's pulling out his credit card. I'm like, what are you doing? And then he brings it over, opens it up. I'm telling my mom what's happening while it's. I'm like, Dad is literally buying a pie because he thinks they're gonna warm it up for him, but they're not gonna warm it up for him because they don't have a way to warm it up. He's buying a cold pie, and he thinks they're gonna warm it, and he's like, he didn't listen to a word anyone said. And he comes over, opens up the pie. It's stone cold. He's like, oh, what? It's cold. I was like, what did I told you didn't want it. I tried to drag you away from the stall, and you stayed. You made that choice. So then he was like, well, I can take it back with me. I'm like, there's no microwave at the hotel. And he's like, oh, no, back to America. I'm like, you're going to take it back to what? I was like, what do you mean you're going to take it back to America? He's like, yeah, I'll take it back. And then he got mad at me because he thought I was making fun of him. I was like, no, it's going to be so spoiled and gross by the time. Like, what are you doing? So his solution was he gave it to a random homeless guy on the street. And all I could think about was that homeless guy opening up that pie box and being like, what is cold?
Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, so it's been like a wild, fun trip. But my parents are still my parents, so they do their own thing. They have their own drummer.
Man, that is. Yeah. The thing was like one of my favorite things about the English food was the British breakfast. Like that was just like it was good. I love the beans and toast. Those are solid thing. And with the British bread, you get like the mushrooms. You get I think the only thing I didn't like was the black pudding or whatever it is.
I don't think I see. The thing is I came in late that day. I'm not sure why, but I met them for breakfast late, and my dad was already halfway through his English breakfast, and he was like not feeling it. And because I saw how disappointed he was, I didn't want an English breakfast, so I didn't get one and instead ordered the peanut butter and banana oatmeal. Let me tell you, that was good as hell. It had little chocolate chips that were melted in it. I was like, oh my God.
That is.
It was delicious.
As somebody who already eats oatmeal like 4 or 5 days out of the week for breakfast, I might put a couple chocolate chips in there now.
It was like little nuggets of surprise because there was no chocolate chips on the outside, and the oatmeal was kind of like peanut butter brown. You know what I mean? Like that tan color. And so it had a little hint of peanut butter, and then you had the banana, and that was very good. But then like you'd scoop in to eat the oatmeal, and like inside every I don't know third or fourth bite there'd be like a little like melted chocolate surprise, and I'd be like, oh, it was delicious. It was very good.
Oh my god, you gotta look at this one. I want to make this. This looks like this is my kind of English breakfast.
See, here's the thing. I think he would have loved this because it looks like the English breakfast he got. I don't know if we just got it at like a crappy place, but like the sausage looked greasy and nasty. The beans kind of looked jank. This, like the scrambled eggs he got. You know that video of Gordon Ramsay making scrambled eggs?
Oh,
and when he's done, it looks like a little too runny.
It's more like that. Well, even that's not scrambled, I guess.
Right. I think he would have enjoyed a fried egg. I don't know why he got scrambled, but like it definitely didn't look too appetizing, so it definitely turned me off from it. I was like, I'm good. But I've had some great English breakfasts, but I've also had some total shit ones. So I don't know. I feel like it's breakfast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's you gotta get the fried egg. Or at least like a sunny side up egg, poached egg. Yeah, you can't scramble those eggs.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like if you scramble it, you're going a little American there, right? You're throwing some bacon and a pancake. You got an American breakfast. It's not British anymore.
So, but here's the difference. You sent me 2 photos, and they couldn't be more drastically different. Like,
oh yeah. Well, the first one is like...
First one looks incredible.
Yeah, the first one's like what I want to try and make. The second one just looks like a standard English breakfast you'd get at like a hotel or something.
It does. And what's disappointing is the first one is like in a skillet. And even the mushrooms are cut like in a fancy way.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got like garnish, and the tomatoes are whole tomatoes, not chopped. Like little tiny baby ones, and oh my god! And you get a baguette. I'm sure that someone's gonna be like, a baguette with your English breakfast. What? You what, mate? No, it looks delicious. I don't care what anyone says. It looks so good.
Oh yeah.
People can't see what we're looking at. You know what? That's fine by me.
I think this week I'm gonna make that one day. I don't know which day, but I'm gonna make it because like I can make those eggs. The tomatoes, you just kind of like cook them in the pan. I mean, the sausage and everything, you just kind of fry up. The mushrooms, I can do that. You just buy a mushroom, cut it up like that, and then the beans, you just buy some British beans at the old, British beans grocery store section.
That's what I hear. You just go to the old British beans section, get those beans.
Well,
which I think are just blue Heinz beans. Let's be real.
Yeah, it's Heinz beans, but they put them in like the ketchup-y tomato sauce. It's also going to give me extreme heartburn, so I got to be ready.
What if I instead got like Bush's barbecue baked beans?
Can't do that.
But what if I did? I mean, look, this guy's eating it with a baguette. So what? There's no rules.
You can't do that. The baguette, I think, is fine. Baguette's a little European than over.
There's no rules. Zero rules. I'm gonna get Bush's baked beans. I'm gonna get a baguette.
All right.
My eggs. I'm gonna make those things. I'm gonna make those things hard as hell.
Here's what we do.
I'm not gonna get sausage. I'm gonna get like an andouille. Oh my god.
By the end of the week, by the next episode, we both make this at least once. We take a picture and we tweet it. All right, then
I will forget, right? I'm going to forget this.
I'm going to make it one day, and I'm going to tweet it at you. Okay? If I remember, I might forget. But I will tweet it at you, and then I'll keep reminding you, like, you better make this.
Our dedication to bits is pretty legendary, so I feel like this will pay off, for sure.
It took me, like, 3 weeks to remember what Shake the Rhino meant, and then I was like, oh, yeah, I got to talk about the rhino. Oh, my God, by the way.
Yeah?
This is a perfect segue. Remember when we talked about Skittles?
Yes.
So I bought a bag of Skittles, and I meant to open it last week, but forgot. So we're 2 weeks out of that bit. But live on this recorded program, I'm going to try one of these green Skittles, all right?
What was the purpose? Because if it was lime, to see if it was limes?
Or green apple. Okay? So, I only remember lime. I have no, recollection of green apple Skittles, so here we go. It's going in. Oh, no. Oh, no. What did they do?
What does that mean? What does that mean? What are you...
Why did they get rid of the lime?
I don't know what you're talking. So it's green apple is what you're saying?
It's green apple, and it's not good. Like, okay, because you're going through the Skittle flavors, right? You got orange, you got strawberry, you got lemon, you got grape. And I feel like the lime, it just complemented everything. Like, you can go lemon lime, you got, like, a little lime orange citrus. Green apple, it just doesn't fit. And it doesn't taste good.
Why do they go with green apple instead of lime?
I don't know.
People like lime is gross, bro.
And everybody loves the lime. Like, they want lime back. I'm gonna go another one. No. No.
Why would you put yourself through this?
For entertainment.
Well, I'm entertained, so that's all that matters to me.
It tastes like, remember Airheads?
Yes.
It tastes like a green apple Airhead.
That's not good. That still sucks.
That's what I'm saying. At least lime tastes like its own thing. It was like, oh, it's a lime Skittle. This is like, it doesn't taste like a Skittle. It tastes like something else formed into a Skittle.
Not a fan. I wonder if maybe they had like too many extra Laffy Taffies, and they were like, "We'll cut up the Laffy Taffies and mash them into a Skittle."
Oh my god, yeah, Laffy Taffy. I forgot all
Laffy
about
Taffies were sometimes kind of good, and most of the time shit.
There's a few good Laffy Taffies in there. I feel like
for sure. Agreed.
Laffy Taffy.
You might be the first person to Google Laffy Taffy in the history of the internet.
Well, let me tell you what I find when I Google Laffy Taffy. Laffy Taffy jokes. Remember they used to come with jokes?
I do remember that.
Next up is Laffy Taffy edibles, 200 milligrams. So, that's some Laffy Taffy, all right. Then we got Laffy Taffy flavors. That's what I'm looking for. All right.
Laffy Taffy edibles, man. What?
Oh, yeah. They had Laffy Taffy, sour apple, banana. That was the worst one. Sour apple, grape, watermelon, I think was my favorite. Strawberry, cherry, and then blueberry.
Can I tell you something? This is going to make you judge me very harshly.
Okay.
I loved the banana ones.
Oh, no.
Unabashedly loved them.
No, it was that fake banana, though.
Yeah, and it melted in your mouth in a weird way, and it made your mouth taste funny, and I loved it. Loved it.
It's no, it's no. I don't know. What are the jokes? What are the Laffy Taffy jokes? What do you deserve? Wait, that's not a joke. What do you deserve and is also a type of bagel?
Everything.
Yes. Maybe it is a joke. You don't deserve everything, you idiot.
What? That's so dumb.
That's a dumb thing. This is supposed to be jokes. It's like those popsicle sticks where it's like, here's a joke, and it's like it's not even a joke. What street does a ghost live on? Oh, here's a joke.
What street does a ghost live on?
Yeah.
A boulevard.
That's actually a pretty good one. It's a dead end.
I like boulevard.
I like
Boulevard's better.
We should start writing jokes for Laffy Taffy. I think we can do it better.
Yeah. Come on, boulevard. That's just funny.
It's just funny. Let's see, what's another one? Why did the sun go to school? Huh?
Why did the son go to school? Because he was hot for teacher.
That's another good one, but it's no. He wanted to be brighter.
I like hot for teacher because he's hot. Because he's the sun.
Yeah. No, it's again. You're doing better than the actual jokes. All right. We got why can't your nose be 12 inches long?
Why can't you? Oh, because then it would be a foot.
Yep, you got it.
It's almost like I am a master of bad jokes.
Oh. Yeah.
They call me a bad joke master.
Man, yeah, these suck. Yo, this is a pretty good one. What did the mouse use to build his house?
What did the mouse used to build his house?
Yeah.
Bricks of cheese.
That's another good one. It's a cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese is also very, very good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's very good. I also would have, like, this, if you had to drag the pieces with a cart, I would have said wheels of cheese.
Yeah. Look at that. Dude, you're knocking it out of the ballpark.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'll take it.
So yeah, that's Laffy Taffy. How we get here? I know.
You ate one Skittle and we ended up here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Speaking of other things I've tried, I went to Starbucks, and every time it gets to the fall season, I always get one pumpkin spice latte. All right? That's just, I know some people are like, pumpkin spice, but like, I get one, and I'm like, you know what? I'm satiated.
Time out. Who do you know that's like, pumpkin spice? Who do you know?
The internet.
All right. I mean, I'll take it. You know that. You know them pretty well.
Yeah, you just go on the internet, you'll see it, and they're just like, it's back, yeah. Now, a lot of people I've seen are also like, you know what? They're not feeling the pumpkin spice this year. Because guess what? I got it. Didn't taste as good. I don't know if it's because of COVID with like less food and ingredients or stuff around. They're skimming out on it or something, right? But it did not taste as good. It didn't taste as pumpkin-y. Maybe not as sugary. I don't know, but it wasn't the same.
Can I tell you, before I left, at the office one day, I went out and got morning coffee. Mm-hmm. And I got like my normal order, but then I too was feeling pumpkin spice. I was like, can I just get like a tall pumpkin spice latte? Mm-hmm. They gave it to me, and I was like, this tastes like shit. So
yeah.
I completely agree with you. It was not good. I was like, thank God I'm not obsessed with this, because this would be a letdown.
That's what I'm saying. I was pretty excited because I've done this maybe like 10 years in a row. I usually get one, maybe two, if I'm really feeling fall. You know what I mean? But I was like, all right, you know what? Let's have it. And it just, out of all 10 years I've done this is probably the worst one.
What's weird is in the last 10 years, I haven't experienced fall at all. So I've never had like fall's finally here. I just haven't been. LA has no fall or spring.
Yeah, that's true.
We go from less summer to more summer and then back to less summer.
I hate that. Like, I feel like the changing seasons, I don't know, it helps you like get into the seasonal mood, because it's like, all right, fall is like, it's not really cold, but it's not really hot, although right now it's been like 80s, so it's like whatever. But I'm tired of the heat. I'm like, dude, give me some like 60 degrees here, and give me some rain or something. And then you get to winter and it's really cold, but it makes you appreciate the warmth when it's really cold. And sometimes it actually feels good to be in the cold. Like, I'll work out at the gym and then you go outside and you're like, "Boo," and your blood's pumping and everything.
I mean, I remember that feeling. I know what that's like. Yeah. And I also know the idea of like seasons affecting you. But I think I also enjoy the idea that seasons don't affect me, because I don't get caught up in like, the Christmas spirit's lovely, and it definitely exists. I truly believe this, because when it gets around holiday time, everyone, I don't know if it's just me, but everyone seems a little more like, like walking around like, yeah. In LA, that's not the case at all. People are still the same shitty assholes they always are. And there's something dependable about that. I like that. I'm like, you know what? It's who they are. I shouldn't have to worry about that.
That's true. My thing is, like, I always enjoy the start of a season. I'm like, dude, this is great. And I'm tired of the season that's currently happening. Like, I'm like, summer, I'm tired of the heat. I'm tired of summer stuff. Like, let's get the fall. Once fall has been happening a while, I'm like, you know what? I get, like, holidays and winter and stuff. Let's do that. And then after winter holidays hit, then you're like, oh, Jesus, like January, February. It's just like the sludge, snow. Nothing's
Sure.
happening. You're just like, God, I just want spring. Then spring hits, and you're like, ooh, but then it lasts a little too long, and it's like wishy-washy. It's like, oh, it's like 60 today, up, it's like 30 today, and you're like, come on, just be summer. And then summer hits, and you're like, woo, heat. But by the end of the summer, you're like, God, I'm tired of the heat. And then you repeat.
And then you repeat. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so then. All right. So part of me was like, maybe I should try it again. Just to see if it really is shitty. Maybe I'll get it from a different Starbucks. Maybe they just made it bad. Whatever.
I just think pumpkin spice lattes have officially become the thing that sucks. But people are just like, no, I like it though. I swear I like it. And you're like, nah.
No. Listen, I'm somebody. I've eaten a 3-star Michelin restaurant. All right, my taste buds are off the charts. I've eaten green apple.
You can't keep
Skittles.
saying that. You know that, right? You can't just keep. You can't. That can't be part of your profile for.
It can. I've eaten green Skittles. All right, I know what things taste like.
You know when we get like invited to events and stuff, and sometimes they have to put your name on like what did this person do?
Oh yeah.
I demand that from now on, your bio say has eaten at a 3-star Michelin restaurant, so he knows what's going on.
I mean, honestly, that could work for some places and some people.
I think it can work for everybody. People
That's
be like,
fair, yeah.
oh.
Listen, I ate some shit there that changed my life. All right, I'm not even gonna lie. It was amazing, and I want to take you to one of those. Like, if I could like book another like Alinea thing, but you would go there and we'd have like podcast material, I think it's worth it.
Look, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Plus, that's like a business dinner, right? That's like half off.
Oh hell! I mean, the government's gonna be like, what was this for? And I'm like, business.
I mean, we clearly talked about it on our business podcast.
Yeah. Business.
So, where am I?
Buy, sell.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Either way, I decide. Okay, yeah, that's what. Okay, pumpkin spice. So, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll get another one to decide. But then I heard everybody being like, dude, apple crisp macchiato. That's the new thing. Pumpkin spice is over. Apple crisp macchiato. You got to do that. And then I was in Bree's stream, and she was like, Crendor, just try apple crisp macchiato. It's real good. And I was like, all right. Bree seems like she knows her fancy Starbucks fall drinks. All right. So I was like, all right, I'll get an ass crisp macchiato. I'll get an apple crisp. So I go there. I get it. And guess what? Guess.
You loved it.
It was okay.
Well, I'm glad you see through the BS because an apple crisp macchiatos aren't even like, I don't know.
I've never even had a macchiato.
Macchiatos are like the Starbucks macchiatos are bullshit macchiatos. Like, Google what a macchiato is, and then look at the size that Starbucks give you.
Macchiato. Espresso with a dash of frothy steam. Oh yeah. Yeah.
See?
What?
That's why people have to make notes at actual coffee places that are like, a macchiato is not a Starbucks macchiato.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'd rather have a real coffee place macchiato.
That's what I'm saying.
Huh.
So apple crisp macchiato is it's garbage.
So it was very sweet. It had a tiny bit of apple taste to it, and I was like, I want more apple. You know, if I'm going apple crisp, I want a little more apple crisp.
What was the crisp?
It had a little bit of like, you know.
I mean, so like doughy sugar flavor?
Yeah, like a brown sugar flavor.
So why do they just call it brown sugar apple?
I don't think that's going to sell as well.
I don't know. It's honest.
It is
Right?
honest. I feel like at some point it will hit that. But don't they sell like caramel macchiatos already?
Yes.
So like I feel like they just took a little bit of like apple flavoring and put it on that, and you're like, boom, it's fall, and everyone's like, whoa.
You know that's what they did. They went out and bought like apple syrup.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, it's just like eating a caramel apple. Except it's apple crisp.
Yeah, I'd rather just have a caramel apple. Like, go to those pumpkin farms, like Joel Jimmy's Pumpkin Farm. Then you get a caramel apple, and he's like, I dipped it this morning. And you're like, oh, that's a good apple.
Those are bad for your teeth, let me tell you.
But
those
so
things,
is the apple crisp macchiato. It's got like 50 grams of sugar in it.
Well, I mean, like, actually, you try to bite in that caramel apple, it's like...
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, and destroy your mouth.
Yeah, that's a good point. Either way, this week, I'm gonna try one more pumpkin spice at like a different Starbucks, and if it's just as bad, that's it.
I wonder when I get back, I'll look at the flavors they have. I'm sure they have different flavors, right? Like
for lattes?
Winter, I don't know. Like,
well, in winter, the Starbucks does the, God, what's it called? It's actually pretty good, their winter one. It's like a mocha, peppermint mocha.
That's probably too much for me. That sounds like super chocolatey and like, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of like slap you in the face sweet coffee.
I'm not all that much into it either, but every once in a while, just a little bit of holiday spirit, you get one, and I'm like, ooh, that's sugary. And then right afterwards, I'm always like, man, I'm going to make coffee. So I make like the black bitter coffee, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's the stuff. It's like the perfect balance to it.
So I think the problem is that because I'm in the UK, I click Starbucks and it took me to the UK registry for Starbucks.
Right.
And when I click on things like, what's going on with Starbucks UK? I click on muffins and there's just no muffins showing.
Huh.
But it also seems like this website hasn't been updated in... I'm not saying Starbucks UK don't give a damn, but...
They definitely don't. I mean, when I remember being in the UK, and this was still one of my most prominent like UK memories. So, because we hadn't gone to where was CoxCon at? Telford.
Yes.
Yeah, we hadn't gone there yet, so we were like still at our hotel, and I woke up and I'm like, well, I gotta get my coffee. So I go out and I found like the old British like local coffee brewery, a staple. And I'm like, all right. And they got like 10 pour overs going. And I'm like, oh yeah. So I got a pour over of my like normal black coffee. And then I got a croissant that they made fresh there. And then I just went out to one of those little tables in like one of those tiny streets. And I just had my coffee and croissant in the little street. And I felt that was the most European I've ever felt. Like I connected with my ancestry.
There is a place near the hotel here that they have, it's just like that. And it has, I'm trying to think of the name, but it's like Ole and Sheep. Or like Ole and Sheets. Something like that. I don't know what it is, but it roughly sounds like that. And yeah, they have like all this delicious coffee and all these fresh made Danish and all sorts of stuff. And it is so good. It's gross how good it is. It upsets me because I'm like, where's the equivalent of this in my area of LA? I'm sure it has to be in LA. There has to be like a nice bakery in LA. But most of the shit near me is like cupcakes and like fancy desserts for weddings. I'm like, I don't want any of that.
Yeah, sometimes you just want a good old fashioned coffee and a croissant or a pastry. Isn't like crazy.
Yeah, what about those like almond filled croissant things, whatever those are called?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Those are so good. Why can't I get one of those?
Oh man.
Or like, I don't know, something fun, like a delicious, like freshly baked muffin. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know what you mean. I know.
And then someone will be like, well, you could just make a muffin, but it's not going to be as good.
It's not the same.
They're going to sprinkle like little sugar bits on the top of it.
Yeah.
And maybe like some shaved, like some type of nut on top of it, like a shade, and it's going to be delicious. Mine's going to be like, I followed the box. I put the milk and the eggs in, and I don't even know if milk and eggs equals muffins. Look, all I'm saying is, I would not be as good.
Dude,
and I only want one muffin. I don't want 6 or 12 muffins. I just want one.
Yeah, I mean, it's, if somebody does something all the time, they're going to be good at it. So you, like, trust them to do it well. Well, with me, it's like, I don't know how to make stuff. Right? So I trust somebody.
What I need to do is date a baker. And I attempted to do that once. And she ghosted me numerous times.
Well.
And so I gave up on that. But let me tell you, if I can, like, date... this isn't like one of those things where, I'm going to get messages. People are like, oh, I love to cook. Not like that. Bless you. I think you're amazing. I love that you love to cook. I'm talking like someone where people pay them to eat their shit. Oh, yeah. I want to date that person so then I can eat that shit for free. You know what I mean? Like, that's where it, like,
Yeah.
I feel like all my relationships have to have that, like, extra added thing.
Right.
But it's like, look, love is great, but I also get free baked goods.
As long as they're not singing Kelly Clarkson, you're good to go.
Here's the thing. I'd be all right with that.
If they could...
As long as they did it well. Yeah, as they did it well.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They're doing it well.
If she was singing off-key while baking, I would assume that the food wasn't going to be good.
But what if the food was good?
I'd have to turn up the music really loud. I'd be like, oh, baby, crank it up, crank up the music. Drown her out.
Well. Yep.
Yeah. And then I get some muffins. It'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm looking for. What were we talking about?
I don't know. It's Laffy Taffy muffins. I think we were talking about something with advertisements.
Well, speaking of advertisements, thanks, pal.
No problem.
Thanks, buddy. Calm is one of our longest sponsors on this podcast. We love them. I use them every night. It puts me to sleep. I use them every morning when I'm like, oh, I got to get up and I got to, like, start my day. Oh, I need my little 10-minute power. I don't even know what you would call it. Power. Just meditation. Yeah, it's like you do a little meditation. It's like 10 minutes long, and it's great. It's like a little power.
True.
And all it is, truly, is it just gets you to breathe. And I think a lot of people forget to just sit there and just be like, and just like, start the day and get yourself oxygenated. Well, if you're out, you're finally traveling for the first time, or you're worried about going back to the office, there's a lot of stress. New surroundings can make it hard to fall asleep. Going to the office again and all the changes associated with that, being in a new environment can be stressful. Calm is here to reduce all that stress, to help you sleep, to help increase your concentration, and just make everything you're doing better because you're well rested. And that's the whole key to the thing. If you've been dreaming about like a beach getaway, but you're nowhere near the ocean, right? You may need to be a little creative. Calm is there to help you get that relaxing wave sound in your life.
Oh,
Maybe you can just sit there in your chair and just sip a Mai Tai. And sometimes we can't get to the beach, but maybe we could bring the beach to us. As you know, we partner with Calm, the #1 mental wellness app. It has all the tools you need to improve the way you feel. Clear your head with daily guided meditations, like I was saying. Improve your focus with Calm's curated music tracks. And drift off into dreamland with Calm's imaginative sleep stories. All you got to do to jump in on this is go to calm.com/Cox to get 40% off a Calm premium subscription, which includes hundreds of hours of programming, and new content is added every single week. Over 100 million people around the world use Calm. I can say around the world because I am currently around the world.
Oh.
Sleep more, stress less, live better with Calm. For listeners of the show right now, if you are listening and you're saying, man, I need that. Calm is offering a special limited time promotion, 40% off. Like I said, all you got to do is go to calm.com/Cox. That's 40% off, unlimited access to the entire library. That's calm.com.
I just went to the Calm Twitter, and they got a waterfall and breathing exercises, and I'm just like zoning out.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine that every morning. And then she's like, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about good intentions. And you're like, oh, give it to me, mama.
I need
Tell me
of
something
those.
good. Yeah, she sets you up for the day. It's very good. And then there's one of my favorites. I don't remember who the actress is. It's a famous actress, and she's doing a story, like a bedtime story, but it's her reading about a train. And in the background are train track, like,
oh yeah.
But it's her like, And she has one of those like great deep voices where she's like, and then the train moved. And you're like, oh, good night. Yeah, it's lovely. Also today, we're brought to you by Quip. Quip, again, another longtime sponsor. Look at us. Man, it's so, we good. We good, Crendor. We're pretty good at this.
We are.
We've said it before. We said it again. I'm going to keep saying it. Quip is out there giving you brush powers, floss powers, toothpaste powers, gum powers, and now mouthwash. Mouthwash is a key to your whole mouth's health because, it gets in between the teeth to kill all the bad germs and help strengthen enamel, right? Yes, you can brush. Yes, you can floss. Yes, you can choose the extra gum and all that's part of it. That's the whole thing. And your teeth are very important to you because you want to have these damn things when you're 85. You don't want no teeth at 85. That sucks. As an 85-year-old, let me tell you, it's pretty bad. Thankfully, the oral care experts at Quip created a super simple way to make mouthwash part of your daily oral care routine. It has a refillable dispenser with a compact footprint that will fit any bathroom, big or small, and comes in 5 colors and 2 high-end finishes. And it's, it isn't just something you're going to put in a closet or under the sink or, in that thing that's kind of like a mirror, but also hide stuff in it. You know what I mean?
One of those.
Yeah, no, this is something it's going to look good just sitting there. Add a mouthwash refill plan to your already amazing plan, and it'll never run out. With customizable subscriptions, you can get refills automatically delivered straight to your door every 3 months. You can stay at the top of your swish without lugging any bottles home from the store. How refreshing. Mouthwash is the perfect finishing touch to a complete oral care routine. Pair it with a Quip electric toothbrush for kids and adults, and one of the refillable flossers. You'll be surprised how easy and sometimes, let's be real, fun it is to keep your mouth healthy. And Quip now has great tasting, good for you gum to keep your teeth clean between brushings as well. Along with the mouthwash, Quip also delivers fresh brush heads, floss, and toothpaste refills every 3 months from $5. Shipping's free, so you can save money and skip the hustle and bustle of in-store shopping. With affordable refills and awesome shipping and all the different things that you can need, you understand why over 5 million mouths are already happy and healthy and swishing away. You can get on it too. If you go to getquip.com/Crendor5 right now, you get $5 off a mouthwash starter kit. That's $5 off a mouthwash starter kit, which includes a refillable dispenser and a 90-day supply of Quip's 4-time concentrated formula. Get Quip at getquip.com/Crendor5. That's getquip.com/Crendor5. Quip, the Good Habits Company. All right, Crendor, let's go jump into some of this. Let's go down.
Whoa! Traffic is pretty crazy out there, man. It is getting wacky. It's getting wild. It's actually not that wild. It's just normal traffic everywhere. It looks like cars are just going around and planes are happening and just it's normal traffic. Back to you.
All right, Crendor, now let's go over to the weather. How's the weather?
Weather.
I was wondering where that was going.
I was too. We've got a lot of crazy weather requests this week. A lot of really good ones. But
what does that mean? We only can choose one.
We can only choose one. I don't even know if I want to tell you the other ones because then you're just going to be like, oh, man, I want to go to there. But this is the one I think I'm picking.
Don't tell me. Save them. Save them. They'll be back. They'll be back.
Just repost your weather things if they didn't get recommended, all right? We're going to Sukkot, Romania, home of the world's biggest Easter egg.
Now, is this like an actual Easter egg or just a surprise? You know what I mean? Like, we get there and it's the logo for Dark Forces 2. You're like, well, why do they put that there? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what we're going to find out. There it is, Sukiava, Romania. Currently, in Sukiava, it is 56 degrees Fahrenheit. It has a 2% chance of rain through 5 a.m. Humidity, 83%. Get a little humid over there. Visibility's going 8 miles. Pressure, 29.99. Wind at 7 miles per hour, dew point 51. I still don't know what the dew point even means.
You
Does that
know,
just mean dew on the ground?
yeah, like a, like a point of dew.
Yeah, but like, at what point does the dew happen? At what point does the dew not
There's your
happen?
answer. Yeah, that's it. The point at which dew occurs.
I Google it. The dew point
Yeah.
is the temperature the air needs to be cooled
For
to
dew to occur.
in order to achieve relative humidity of 100%.
Yeah, you answered your own question.
So does that mean dew's going to happen above 51?
No, it's like it's saying that in order, yeah. So like in the morning, if the humidity is high enough, then it'll be like what is it? So what does it say the dew point is?
51.
So like it means something.
You sounded like you knew it was happening for a while.
Just because I'm confident in what I say doesn't mean I know what I'm talking about.
That goes for a lot of people in life.
That's I think why we're so relatable. Yeah.
I think so. Well, the dew point's 51. UV index 0 of 10. And you got a moon phase. First quarter moon phase. Whoa, I haven't seen that one in a while. Hourly forecast. 56, 55, 56, 56, 60. Now, kick it over to the 10-day. 80. Some clouds. All right, a little bit of wind. Monday night. You got some rain coming in. Chance of rain 70%. Tuesday, you got thunderstorms. Boo, 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 boo. 73%. 75 degrees. 76 on Wednesday with AM showers. Thursday, you're going at about 80 with a 24% chance of rain still, but partly cloudy primarily. Friday, you're going 78 with some showers. Saturday, 69 showers. Nice. And that's the Romania weather.
Saturday 69 and wet. Nice.
Have you found the Easter egg?
No, I haven't found the Easter egg. Is it literally just an Easter egg?
Sukkot Easter egg. There it is. The town hall of the municipal of Sukkot inaugurated a glass fiber Easter egg. 7.25 meters tall, 4.6 meters in diameter, and weighing 1.8 tons. Decorated with traditional patterns, establishing the world record for the largest painted Easter egg.
What is it called? The Vegreville Easter egg?
No, it's the Sukiava Easter egg.
Oh, the one I'm looking at is from Canada.
You're at the wrong one. There, this
Well,
one.
of course I am. You know what? I mean, it's all right.
I thought it was going to be bigger, honestly.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be bigger.
Yeah, I thought it's like it's not even. There's got to be a bigger Easter egg in the world, right?
Nope. No one would dare.
The Easter egg's just like, oh man, it's the motion of the ocean.
No one would dare.
I mean, what else is happening in Sukiava? Here's 15 best things to do. They have a fortress? Yo, honestly, look at this fortress.
Wait, send me this link. They have a fortress. I never knew you to be. Oh, that is a cool fortress.
That's what I'm saying. That's cooler than the Easter egg.
way cooler.
They should have built the Easter egg in the fortress.
Oh my God, yes. Mm-hmm. If it was like surrounded by stone walls and then there's an Easter egg in the middle, that'd be even more precious Easter egg.
Exactly. Oh my God, look at this other stuff. There's like a painted monastery.
That thing is probably 12 billion years old.
Oh, no doubt. That's the they'll share spellbinding Byzantine architecture.
Number 3 is a house that if you ever became a wizard, it's where you would live.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That would be my wizard house. And then you'd like walk up the like weird stones that are all like scattered in the dirt. And you're just like,
It 100% looks like the place that you'd be like, I can see you in the brown robe and the big hat and like a long Crendor beard.
oh yeah.
You're like, welcome to my home.
And it
Come
looks,
in for a cup of tea.
it looks like it used to be a really old house, and then I like modernized it because I'm like, I can't live in an old house. And I just like did some like 2020 modernization. Redid the roof.
Oh, the number 4 is where I would live.
The old like Dracula monastery.
Yeah, the monastery that looks a little like also a whorehouse. Yes.
Yep, definitely does. Number 5's got another monastery.
A lot of monasteries. I'm starting to think.
Another one.
Yeah, if you just keep throwing down, it's all Oh my god.
Wait, number 8 is the same as number 4. You can't do that.
I think it might be a mistake. I think it might be the same
maybe.
photo.
Yeah.
It has to be. Has to be.
Oh
shit. Like, they have a lot of old buildings. I mean, I'll give it that.
Yo, number 11 looks cool. It's like some old ruins or something.
Number 12 is a photo of just trees.
Oh yeah, that looks like it could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, number 14, the salt mine. That's pretty neat.
You know what? When last time I was in Poland, I went to a mine that was like 2 miles down. That was crazy. That was like a little claustrophobic. But because the whole thing was underneath it was a museum in the earth. So you go to, like, I don't even know how far down, 2 miles, I think, and you would end up like in a large open cavern with like tourists and stuff. And you go around and look at the mines, but then you realize, dude, I'm so far down.
Yeah.
I don't think it can't be 2 miles. I have to feel like I'm exaggerating. 2 miles, I feel like we'd be like melting in the crust of the earth.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it can't be.
Yeah, that salt mine looks cool as hell. I love that.
Yeah, I love that salt mine.
And then number 15 is a guy, I think, named Marginia.
He's just making pottery.
Everyone's like, go see Marginia. This guy's good. He's a good guy. Yeah.
You know what? He might be a good guy.
He might be a good guy. It's possible. It's
friendly.
very possible. Marginia.
So yeah, that's the weather.
Okay. Let's go to sports. Let's talk about a huge loss.
Yeah, big sports stuff today. Football, NFL football has happened. It is happening currently, and I am happy that it's back, except for the fact that my team got destroyed.
Oh, baby. Oh, Berber.
I was very excited for today. I woke up. I was like, football's on, let's go. And I was in my little like football chat on Discord with all my football podcast people, Rob, Alpaca Patrol, and Bear Taffy, and Dumb Dog from the NLSS kind of crew, and then Sinvicta's also there. We were just ranting about football games, and I was like, oh man, Tennessee got destroyed. Atlanta got destroyed. Oh man, they're dumb. And then I think the Packers like lost the worst out of all the teams.
It was pretty bad.
Oh yeah, as somebody that actually watched it as well, it was terrible. It was one of the worst losses I've seen. Now, here's the thing. Last year, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the Super Bowl, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at one point in the season, it may have even been week 1. I'm going to check right now just for statistical checking. They lost to the New Orleans Saints week 1. And they went on to win the Super Bowl. Also, they lost to the New Orleans Saints at some point in the season, 38-3, the exact same score of today's game. Coincidence? Possibly, but I think not.
And
And that team went on to beat the Packers in the NFC Championship game, which means the Packers will play against the Packers in the NFC Championship game this year.
I feel like this is one of those like, and now you know the rest of the story.
Yeah, it is kind of one of those. It was a bad first week. But you know what? It's a 17-week season now. You get an extra game. It appears all the other NFC North teams are losing. The Bears are currently down 13-0 to the Rams. So all of the NFC North teams will start lossless, or winless, I guess, if this keeps up. So, I mean, you know what? It could be worse. I think they'll be okay. I think it was just a bad first week, a little rusty. I think they're going to
could be
they'll be
worse.
fine. In terms of other games that happened, Buccaneers beat the Cowboys Thursday to open things up. Texans somehow beat the Jaguars 37-21, even though they just traded away Gardner Minshew and got Trevor Lawrence. This is what I mean. They should have kept the Minshew. Look at that.
Look, I agreed. I think if you're giving away Minshew, you've already failed.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they goofed themselves. Chargers beat Washington. Seahawks beat the Colts. Panthers beat the Jets. Vikings lose to the Bengals in overtime. Cardinals beat the Titans. 49ers beat the Lions, although they almost came back. Steelers beat the Bills. That was actually a close game. Bills were up 10-3 at one point, and the Steelers ended up coming back to win. Eagles destroyed the Falcons 32-6. Browns lost to the Chiefs 33-29. That was a close one. Broncos beat the Giants. Dolphins beat the Patriots 17-16. And then Bears currently losing 13-0 with the Ravens and the Raiders playing on Monday night. Give you a little baseball stats if you care about that. I'm actually really excited for basketball to start again, but that doesn't happen for another few weeks.
What are you excited about about basketball season?
So the Chicago Bulls have been bad ever since Derrick Rose, his glass bones and paper skin fell apart. But the Bulls have now they kept 3 players on their roster, which was Levine, Williams, and Kobe White, and they've gotten DeRozan, who's a pretty solid player. They got Vucevic last year. They got Lonzo Ball, one of the Ball kids with that crazy Ball family. They got a bunch of other solid role players, and it seems like the Bulls are at least going to be mediocre to above average. And some people are they're not going to win the championship. And I'm I've watched the Bulls be one of the worst teams in the league for 4 years now. I will gladly take them being just above average. That's all I want. I think
Alonzo Ball used to live in my parents' building.
Really? I remember you mentioned the basketball player living there. Was that the one?
I think it was. Because my dad would talk about how he met the dad.
Oh,
and
yeah.
How he would get the guy to call him coach, which I thought was real funny. I was like, Dad, you never coached basketball in your life. How dare you?
That is pretty funny, actually. I can picture your dad doing that.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh yeah, I talked to him in the I'm about to say the hotel. That's not at all. Crendor, it's 2:12 in the morning. No, he's like, I in the elevator. He was like, so he'd trap him in the elevator and talk to him, and the poor guy had to sit there and be like, "Yes, yeah, coach, yeah." Man. Yeah.
I mean, the dad is a little bit of a crazy guy, but.
Yes. Oh, that's true. If anyone who pushes their kids that hard has a little bit of crazy, for sure.
Definitely a little bit of crazy in there. But Bulls needed a point guard, and he can play point guard and just make some assists. That's all we need. So I'm excited to see how it pans out. I'm hoping it doesn't go the way of the Packers week 1, but I'm excited. I like basketball. I think it's a good sport. Baseball: Tampa Bay first place, White Sox first place, Houston first place, Atlanta first place, Milwaukee first place, San Francisco first place. With the wild card games, looks like Toronto and Boston currently sitting in the wild card spots. What happened to the Yankees? Oh my God, they're 3-7 in their last 10. That's terrible. I don't really like the Yankees though, so I don't care. Dodgers and Cincinnati in the wild card over there. Actually, San Diego tied with Cincinnati, and then St. Louis a game back, Philly 2.5 back. That's gonna be a close race. That's baseball, and it's pretty much sports.
Okay, let's go to our weird fact of the day.
Weird fact of the day. This one's going to be tying into what we already talked about. There is an annual coffee break festival.
What is coffee break festival?
Yep.
How do you celebrate that?
So we're going to find out. For millions of people, the coffee break is a key but often underappreciated part of the day. To stop and give the break its proper due, the town of Stoughton, Wisconsin hosts an annual coffee break festival. The gathering includes coffee tastings, brew-offs, and bean-spitting contests. Why Stoughton? According to the city officials, the coffee break was born in the city in the late 1800s as women working at the local Gunderson tobacco warehouse began the ritual of pausing during the workday to brew up some coffee and have a chat.
You know those ladies had to be hard.
Oh, yeah.
Those ladies were like, I need a coffee break.
And I'm just like, hey, what did you do today? It's like I crafted statues out of steel beams. Like, very nice. I did that last week.
I had to send my kids to work at the factory. My husband, that lazy bubble ganoush, he went and he drinks all day.
And some
I have
little
to both
2-year-old
take care
kid,
of kids.
some like 2-year-old kid walks in. He's like, I am bent to steel beams, and she's like, good job, Joseph. You will earn extra coffee today.
Thanks, Mama. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the coffee break festival. And it looks like it happened a couple of weeks ago, actually.
I mean, that's
August 21st.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
And where does this happen again?
Stoughton, Wisconsin. And I'm somebody who's actually been to Wisconsin numerous times, and I don't know where that is.
I feel like we did a disservice to the accents when we were like Russian, and they clearly were like, "Oh, you're taking a coffee break, eh? Okay, there."
Oh, yeah, up there north of Janesville, south of Madison. Oh, now I'm seeing it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, right there. Right there in the old Norwegian Heritage Center area. Yep, sure is.
A huge fan of the coffee break.
Can't believe Aaron Rodgers came back and put on that shit show of a performance with a shitty defense. Unreal. I need a coffee break after that one.
You build buildings and burn steel beams. That is Wisconsin way, yes?
Sure is. That's the fact of the day.
All right, what's our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. So, there's two of them, but they're tied together. One of them is, what the heck is Grimace anyway? McDonald's manager's answer has people shook.
What is Grimace? This is, oh no, I hate this. What is Grimace? Because Grimace has always been like a purple thing, right?
Right.
Is he a McNugget?
Nope. The manager of a McDonald's franchise in Canada has revealed the story behind Grimace, the purple pal of longtime mascot Ronald McDonald. Brian Bates.
Is he a bladder?
Nope.
Is he a kidney?
Brian Bates, who has worked for the chain for 10 years, casually dropped it into an interview. He is an enormous taste bud.
What?
Yep. He's a taste bud.
So I was kind of right on the money though.
Yeah. I mean, here it is. Look at
He was
taste
a body part.
Look at that.
So wait, Ronald McDonald. Remember when Ronald had like a bird friend?
Yep.
Like
I remember that.
Birdie or whatever her name was. Like
I
Ronald,
remember.
And like the bird. And then Grimace.
Ronald McDonald crew.
And friends. And Ronald McDonald and friends.
I remember getting, okay, this is going to date me. I remember getting a VHS tape from McDonald's. And it was like the McDonald Adventures or some shit. It was like a cartoon. And I remember it had like Grimace and like other people in it. And it was like a Halloween episode. And I don't know what. McDonald's gave out VHS tapes at some point.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
What?
Look, the McDonald's crew is out of control. So, there is Grimace, who we've discovered is a taste bud. The Hamburglar. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a whole wiki dedicated to this. There's Mayor McCheese, obviously
right.
Mayor McCheese. Uncle O'Grimacy, which is the Shamrock Shake version of Grimace. Birdie the early bird, she was for breakfast.
Right.
Captain Crook.
Captain Crook?
What the hell did Captain Crook do?
I don't know.
Serious commercially, he's a pirate and similar in appearance to the famed Captain Hook. The character was compared to the Hamburglar, the difference being that he does not attempt to steal hamburgers, but instead tries to steal filet of fish.
Huh.
Gotcha. I mean, like, obviously, the Hamburglar would have won fish.
That's true. It makes sense.
They also have Fry Guys. I remember Fry Guys.
Fry Guys, yep.
Fry Guys were great. Dr. Quizzical? No, that sucks.
That's dumb.
Dr. Quizzical, a scientist who appears in the Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, that's dumb.
They have,
Who are the little, like, pom-pom kids?
those are the Fry Guys.
Oh, those are the Fry Guys, okay.
Yeah, and then there's little tiny dudes who hang out in, I'm trying to find them. They're like in a treasure chest, but they're like little tiny hamburger kids.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what they're called. The only other person I remember is Mac Tonight. Do you remember Mac Tonight?
Mac Tonight? What?
Google Mac Tonight. He's like the coolest. He's like the coolest moon you'll ever see.
I can't even. How do you spell that, Mac?
MAC, like a Big Mac.
Right.
Mac Tonight, as in like tonight.
Oh my god, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. He's a little too cool for me.
That's what I'm saying. Mac Tonight's like, he shouldn't be at McDonald's. He should be anywhere but.
Yeah, like, yeah, oh my god, what is Mac Tonight doing? And there he is with like gremlins.
That's what I'm saying.
Huh. Yeah, I wouldn't trust Mac Tonight.
Mac Tonight looks like he sells drugs.
Oh, he definitely sells drugs and does drugs. Mac Tonight looks like he just like, he's like, after this McDonald's, I'm going to the Playboy Mansion to do some coke.
That's probably what he did. Or at least the guy who created him.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. I don't even know what the point is. What's the point of the story? Oh, yeah, Grimace is a taste bud. Grimace, who is actually a villain early on, doesn't resemble a milkshake, but he does kind of look like he may have inspired by images of taste buds. And then I showed you that, so it does look like he is indeed a taste bud.
The problem is there's a character here that I can't find, and he looks like a weird scientist, but I can't find him, and I'm really worried about that.
Probably because nobody cares about him.
I mean, you're definitely... Ben Gunn?
Ben Gunn?
Ben Gunn. He's a sailor who's been trapped in Treasure Island for many countless years until Ronald McDonald and his friends found him and the buried treasure. Ben Gunn. The hell? Bernice. Huh. Bernice is a strange creature from 1992 to 2001. One time, she ate the movie script with Ronald and his friends, and they had to solve the mystery, and it stood for kids. What? What? Bernice. The Chicken McNugget characters. Yeah. Oh, I love the Chicken McNuggets. Look at these boys. Huh. The Chicken McNuggets look like how I feel. There you go. Paste.
Oh my god. That does seem like that would be in your brain.
Yeah, like, hey, buddy. You want to get some nuggies? Okay, come on. Yeah. Anyway, not sure how we got here, but that's we now know Grimace is a taste bud, and it checks out.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it checks out.
The other story I had was with McDonald's and why ice cream machines are always broken.
Why is that?
So apparently the FTC is investigating.
What?
Yeah, according to the Wall Street Journal, the FTC is looking into why McDonald's ice cream machines are always broken. They've sent a letter to McDonald's franchises this past summer regarding what's going on. Franchise owners have reportedly complained that the ice cream machines are complicated and that fixing them when they break is hard. The machines require a nightly automated heat cleaning cycle that can last up to 4 hours to destroy bacteria. The cleaning cycle can fail, making the machines unusable until a repair technician can get them going, owners say. Now, this is crazy because I watched a YouTube documentary thing on this, and it's actually insane.
What do you mean?
So pretty much, the company that makes the ice cream machines also makes them for other fast food places like Chick-fil-A or like Wendy's and shit, and they never have any problems. So they're like, why don't those places have problems? So McDonald's has a thing where people have these problems. They call the technicians, and the technicians come out, and they charge like $100 an hour, and they charge like $100 for every 15 minutes after that. So the company makes a shit ton of money off sending these repair people out. And then they make the manual really complicated, and so the whole theory behind this is that the ice cream company makes a bunch of money off repairing these McDonald's machines, so they don't want McDonald's to replace them with good machines because it's 25% of their revenue.
But then why wouldn't they do it for all the companies?
Because McDonald's and this company are like old school buddies, essentially.
And they're like in league together?
Yeah, they're like that old school money, like, hey, you know, you rub my back, I rub yours, eh?
Interesting.
Yeah, because they won't let them like use these other machines. And they're just like, let us use these other machines like other people got or update it. And they're like, nah, you can't do that.
What's weird is that when I worked at McDonald's way back when, we never had an ice cream problem. Which makes me wonder if maybe my McDonald's never cleaned its ice cream machine. Because we never had a problem. And, it just makes me wonder now.
Yeah.
Maybe we had like dirty ass ice cream.
No, it's if you search McDonald's ice cream machine on YouTube, it's like the top result for Johnny Harris did a documentary thing. This dude, like, it's a pretty good documentary. He like goes through the entire ice cream machine manual, so like he learns all about it. He like talks to managers and stuff, and that's like the thing he comes up with is like, it's got to be something like that. Because then this random guy invents this product that you plug into the ice cream machine, and it like fixes the error codes and makes it easier to use the machine. And as soon as that happened, and all the managers were like, yo, get this product. It's like helping us like make the ice cream machines work. McDonald's was like, shut it down. We can't use that. Not going to use it.
Interesting.
So everyone's like, what the shit's going on here? So like, it's pretty crazy.
That does seem like some insider stuff.
Yeah. No, because like, I mean, everyone else using the same company's machines is fine. It's just only McDonald's. So it's really
weird. Yeah, that's interesting. Ooh, it's a mystery. I love it.
Yeah. So the FTC's looking into it, so we'll find out some more. But I think we got a little crazy conspiracy going on there.
Get on it, Federal Trade Commission. We can't wait to read your report.
I want my McFlurry.
I just want my cone, my vanilla cone.
Yeah.
McFlurries are too crunchy for my teeth. I just want my vanilla cone.
I don't even know if it's like real ice cream or if it's like McDonald's ice cream, you know?
Who knows? It definitely comes from like a package.
Oh,
a weird liquid package.
Like you'd probably just go buy some ice cream from the store if you really want ice cream, honestly.
But it's not McDonald's. I like my Mickey D's.
In fact, I'd probably rather have a grocery store ice cream. Or I'd rather just go to Wendy's, get a Frosty or something.
No, it comes in a cup and I want it in a cone.
That's true. Sometimes you do want that cup instead of the cone.
I gotta have it in my cone.
That's the news.
All right. Well, that's it for us. Thanks for listening or watching or ever enjoying this podcast. Crendor, hit him with the socials.
We've got socials, youtube.com/Cox and Crendor Podcast. All the podcasts up over there on YouTube. You can cut off the podcast part and you'll get all the animations on youtube.com/Cox and Crendor. You can go to SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify. I don't know, other places. We're probably there. You find us on our other stuff. youtube.com/JesseCox, youtube.com Crendor, twitch.tv/JesseCox, Twitch TV Crendor, Facebook JesseCox, Facebook Crendor, Instagram Crendor's Taken, Instagram Notorious Cox, and Patreon JesseCox, Patreon Crendor, and Warhammer Crendor, YouTube if you like Warhammer, and that's it.
Okay, that's it for us. We'll see y'all next time. And as always,
shake the rhino.
So dumb. To be continued.